What is going on, guys? My name is Chris and welcome to the LAN Party. Today we're going to be playing White Knight. Now this is a brand new game that came out right around the same time as Five Nights at Freddy's 3. So, as you would guess, it got completely overshadowed on the YouTube scene. So basically what I want to do is kind of bring it to the light. Although there are a couple other YouTubers doing it, there really aren't that many doing it at all. So one of my favorite YouTubers, actually, his name is Swingpoint. Maybe I'll leave him down below in the description if you guys want to check him out. He's a really cool dude. He did this. He only did one episode so far, and I only watched a few minutes of it, and I stopped myself, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this on my own. I'm gonna do a playthrough of this game because it's such a great game. So here we are now. Let's listen to what he has to say, and then I'll pick up with you guys in a minute.
Dirty nights clinging to you like tar. Like this one night. Back in 1938.
This looks really cool so far.
Boston. The Great Depression tsunami was just sweeping over what was left of America. Misery, hunger, despair. Times are hard, they said. Times were worse than hard.
Jeez.
And the bar was about to close. As far as I was concerned, this was just another intoxicated day drawing to an end.
This is cool.
If only I knew.
If only he knew. I like the style of this a lot. I like the narrative. We're looking at like kind of like a film noir kind of style here. A little bit reminiscent of, I guess you could say, The Wolf Among Us, if that's something you guys are familiar with. But this game is actually totally black and white. As far as I'm concerned, there may be some slight color. That almost looks like a little bit of yellowish glow. I'm not crazy, right? I don't know. But for the most part, it's pretty much black and white. It might be entirely black and white, I don't know. And it's called White Knight, so I'm assuming the contrasting colors have something to do with it. Who knows? And it's also a horror game, so you're looking at this and you're thinking, okay, murder mystery, kind of like detective-esque, right? But apparently there's a lot of horror elements and things in the game, enough to make it a horror genre game, or at least that was one of the tags. So who knows? He was saying something about being intoxicated, he was drinking tonight, and now we're driving. I don't know, this just doesn't look like a good situation right now. So I'm a little worried, but who knows? Let's see. Chapter 1, out of course. Okay, so I don't know if that means like I'm out of course, like totally bro, like I'm totally out right now, or if it means like I'm off course. I don't know. So anyway, we're driving drunk. Driving right down the middle of the road. That's not safe, kids. Don't do that at home. And I think we're just looking at some credits right now. So anyway, let me pick up right where I was before. So Swingpoint started to do this. I barely saw any of his video, and I was like, this game looks sick. I'm gonna do it. So it looks really cool so far, as you can tell. I mean, it's almost giving me that kind of The Walking Dead, Telltale Games kind of feel. I don't know if you guys are catching my drift on that, but I'm kind of getting that a little bit. And it's only been the first couple minutes. So I think we're looking at Boston, kind of like a 1930s, maybe early, like late 1920s era. I mean, the stock market crash was 1929, I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was 1929. So we're looking at Great Depression era, 1930s, Boston. Kind of got that bluesy feel to it. It's real nice. And that's my style, man. I like that. I like that style. You know how you have certain styles that you like? Maybe some people like that old school country western Red Dead Redemption kind of style. Maybe some people like that medieval Skyrim kind of style. Who knows? I like this kind of style. It's always been like anything with a city, even like old like 1920s, like that kind of thing. That's my style. I like it a lot. I don't know, man. Hopefully this game is going to be just as cool as the beginning looks, because just from what I've seen so far, just this little bit, the art really looks cool. It looks like they paid a lot of attention to the artwork, and I always like a good mystery in games. I don't know about you guys. And come on, top it all off with some horror. I think we're looking at something really cool here. So let's hope it really pans out to be exactly what we want it to. So I don't know the name of our guy. Right now, let's just call him Fred. You know, we're paying homage to Five Nights at Freddy's. So we'll call him Fred, I guess. But looks like we're going to cross a bridge. And notice how it's a very sharp distinction where your light ends. It's very sharp lines. It's not fading at all. And it looks like we just ran into a ghost. So we just ran over a ghost girl, I think. She looked like transparent. Am I right? Come on. I'm not crazy here. That was bad. Of course, it has to start like every good horror movie, horror game does.
Shock was still
some type of death.
In my bones, as the image of that girl coming out of nowhere surged back in my mind. Did I hit her? Was she dead?
Yeah, we obviously hit her.
I couldn't remember. Thoughts were spinning.
She looked like a
in my
ghost
head.
to me. I don't know about you guys,
I
but
hope I
come
didn't run
on.
her over.
Come on.
I hope she's still alive.
I don't think she's still alive.
Then, the pain. The terrible pain on my side. And this question. Where am I?
Okay, so I don't really know where we are, or I don't know where we are right now. It's very stereotypical horror game so far, with exception of the artwork. I think the artwork is awesome. Look, it's a really interesting. Is that us? Oh no. Okay, we're on the side of the car. Really interesting camera angles too. I mean, I noticed that it's giving you a really interesting perspective on the environment. I don't know, man. I don't really know. Now we're like completely draped in black darkness right now, which is not good. I don't think that's good. Despite the pain, what is that? Despite the pain, is that just, I could examine the place using space. Alright, I'll hit space. And I'm just standing there. Okay. I had to walk a little bit. The girl on the road, the impact. I couldn't find her body. Well, that sucks. Maybe because she was a ghost. You ever think of that? This looks like some kind of electrical box. Let's go over there. I think that looks important. The box seemed to be connected to the electrical something on the street. I don't know. I like how there's a little hand like pressing it. Again with these camera angles. This is interesting. It kind of gives you... See, this reminds me almost of like Resident Evil, how Resident Evil kind of gives you those weird camera angles. That's pretty cool. For help, I could rely on the Boston Daily News, which I could check with Jay. Okay. So... Boston Daily News Extra Calendar, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, new edition, November 3rd, 1938. Okay, so a whole 10 years. Okay, so was I wrong about the stock market crash? Did it happen in 29? I'm going to look at that later. I don't know. Price 10 cents. Have I killed her? Who was the girl who crossed the road? I couldn't avoid her, but I never found her body. I couldn't get her desperate stare out of my mind, but I was wounded and I needed help. Okay. It's like a... Is this like a journal or a newspaper? Like, is it ours? Because it just said journal. I think it's just kind of adding to the the atmosphere, like, oh, it's the Boston Daily News. Like, no, it's not. Come on. Is that a mailbox? Vesper Manor. Didn't ring a bell. My head was empty and painful. Jay. Wait, no, I want to check that out. I could read the name Vesper on the mailbox. That name. No, ever since the commotion, my memory seemed like gone. What is he saying, man? He's tripping on some next level stuff. Like, whoop, whoop, you know what I'm saying? Whoop. Okay. I don't know, guys. I don't know. We're gonna have some hallucinations because he's happy. He's really happy right now. It's not pain. He's just, he just had to like hang on the bar, like, yeah, like, this is, soak it in, really, take in what's about to happen. He's like, I totally think he was drunk driving. I think he was pulling a no-no right there. That's a no-no. Is that the moon?
I was trying to collect my thoughts, but the intense pain was scattering them like a bunch of dead birds. My fear of being wounded changed into an obsession. Was I about to die?
Did you hear that? He tried to gather his thoughts, but the intense pain was scattering them like a bunch of dead birds. What the hell are you saying? Is that... Oh. Do you guys see that? I just got chills. Woo. Do you guys see that woman in the corner? I'm not going over there. Hell, I'm walking over here. What is that? Is that like a satanic, like... mark on the tree? That's the unknown symbol let out a powerful aura. The darkness of the well spat a salty smell to my face. The language of this game is very interesting. It's almost like, I feel like it's someone whose English is their second language, but yet they're also really educated at the same time. So they're using these really, really unique and like colorful adjectives, but it's not completely smooth flowing and fluent. Does that make sense? I don't know, man. On the grave, the name Margaret Vesper seemed to challenge eternity itself. Who was she? The grave looked as daunting as a forgotten tomb. What a dire way of decorating a garden. Okay, these thoughts are just jumping all over the place in the newspaper here. I'm kind of like, all right. Let's look at that. A bird table, nothing more. Don't you mean a bird bath? Okay, let's look at this one. And then we'll go to the lady, the nice lady. So I'm guessing we can't walk over there. I was going to read that grave, but I'm guessing we can't. It seems like we're pretty much bound and constricted to where the light is touching. fine by me. Alright, now we're gonna go to the creepy lady. The statue was staring at me with a white and hostile stare. No, she isn't. Her whole face is black. What are you... Boston Daily News. I couldn't help but think about the statue's broken arm. Someone had obviously moved it recently, but I couldn't help thinking it was some kind of desecration. Interesting. See what I mean with the colorful vocabulary? You guys... I don't know what that was about. Oh, look, a key! So, I don't know, man. Alright, I'm guessing the key has something to do with, obviously, within the house. There was still some golden liquid inside the glass. It's whiskey! The glass was still moist, and the chair was overlooking the garden. Someone was there recently. If that person would come back, the wound would be the only acceptable reason for breaking in. I suppose that statue, that lady statue, woo, she's creeping me out. Letter from Martha Kenton to William Vesper. Under normal circumstances, I would have never tried to contact you. I am an honest woman. I have supported my husband since the blessed day of our wedding, from which 2 beautiful children were born. I have given them the best education I could, but today, I cannot afford to raise them properly anymore. We are ruined. My husband's employer went bankrupt. He is traveling from town to town trying to find a job, while I have to beg for food every single day. My 4-year-old son has a bad cough, which is getting worse, and I fear for his life. Nowadays, we can see children die in the streets. Is this still America? I beg of you, who are rich, only a few dollars would be enough. We could even work for you. We live in the shack under the best oil sign at the entrance of the slum by the Graham slaughterhouses. Don't hesitate to come. Martha Kenton. Interesting. Very interesting. No use, that lamp has seen better days. That's not a lamp. That's a... Oh, I thought that was a trumpet. Did anyone else think that was a trumpet? I thought that was a trumpet. Let's enter the house. How many minutes has it been? About 20, approximately? Let's hit space and just barge right in. I'm such a pansy when it comes to horror games. Except I've just played Five Nights at Freddy's 3 all day, so I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling ready for anything that comes my way. Unless it's Springtrap.
Getting somewhere safe. That's all that mattered.
Alright, so getting somewhere safe is all that mattered.
As the doors opened,
cool.
The mansion seemed to react to my presence. There was a smell. Like a cornered animal. The smell of fear. And yet, I entered the place. Because I had no choice.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I was praying to find a phone. Or
Don't you have a cell phone? Oh, it's 1938.
I didn't even bother wondering what happened to prayers when they reached the wrong door.
Oh, that sounds really daunting. Well, alright. You know what? I'm going to end it there because that was the end of Chapter 1. So I want to thank you guys for checking out the video. Stick with me on the next one. I'm going to make the next one probably soon, I think. I mean, this is really interesting, and it seems like we're just about to get into some action. So hit that subscribe button because you'll be updated about when I have the next video coming out. You'll see it on your channel page. You guys know how that works. Stay tuned for more videos, and thank you for coming to the LAN party. And my name is Chris. Once again, that's all I got for you guys. I will see you in the next one. Peace!